Am I audible now? 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 All right, I guess I am audible and visible now. I can proceed with today's session. All right. Welcome, Ninja Warriors. In today's session, we are going to start ellipse in one shot. I will finish it today only. So yes, in ellipse, what we are going to do, let us understand. So first of all, we'll start with standard ellipse equation, just like parabola. See, our format will be exactly like parabola only. In parabola also, we have studied standard equation of parabola. So here, standard equation of ellipse. And then we'll solve a few problems related to basics of ellipse. So what is a focus? What is a directrix of an ellipse? What is the center of an ellipse? What is directrix? So I have already told you, major axis, minor axis of an ellipse, right? So these things we will cover in the beginning of the session, so that you become very familiar with the normal standard ellipse. Number 2, parametric form. So we'll talk about parametric form as we have discussed in parabola also. There was also parametric form. Here also you will see parametric form. Then focal chords, position of a point with respect to a line, with respect to an ellipse. And along with that, tangent, normal, and some important properties of ellipse. This is how we are going to go about today's session. Okay. I can see one student writing, every mains higher level questions in this lecture. Like 20 you do, please. Sorry, I didn't get you. What are you trying to say, Hanumantu? Please write it clearly. I have zero knowledge about ellipse. Can I join the class? Sunny, have you studied parabola? The last lecture, were you there in parabola lecture? If you were there, then it would be much easier for you. But if you are directly coming into the ellipse, then you will have a little bit tough time, but still you can attend today's lecture. Okay. All right. Yes. So let's start with the ellipse. Okay. So in previous lecture of parabola, remember we were talking about the general second degree equation. What is that general second degree equation? Can anybody tell me? So this ax square, let me just write it again. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. This thing represents what? So many things. This thing represents circle. Circle. This thing represents pair of straight lines. This equation represents parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, right? 5 things. This single equation can represent 5 conic section, right? But today we are interested for ellipse. So for ellipse, there is a condition that your delta, which is all hostel girls having boyfriends, go for cinema, should be not equals to 0, because if it is equal to 0, then it would be pair of straight lines. Along with that, if it is not 0, then it can be either parabola, ellipse, or hyperbola. Then for hyperbola, h square is less than AB. So this will go for ellipse, my dear student. This will go for ellipse. Okay. Alright, so do you know now? Anybody can give you an equation like this. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. General second degree equation. Then what you need to do is, if somebody will ask you whether it is ellipse, whether it is parabola, whether it is hyperbola, how will you check? So you will check by this. Delta should not be equals to 0. That is number 1 thing. If it is non-zero, then you will proceed. Now if it is h square is equal to AB. If h square becomes equal to AB, then this is a parabola. H square is less than AB, then this is ellipse. and h square greater than AB, that will be hyperbola, that we will cover in the next lecture. Okay, all right, so this is it. And now one more thing I would like to cover about ellipse, because you guys know the basic definition of conic. What is basic definition of conic? So basic definition of conic says that there is a fixed line FL. I have covered this in last lecture. And there is a fixed point FP. Fixed line is called as directrix of that conic, and fixed point is focus of that conic. Now there will be a moving point. There will be a moving point which will move and form a curve or a conic. This will be your conic, right? So this moving point lying on the conic will move in such a way that its distance from the fixed point and its distance from a fixed line will have a constant ratio. So over here, if I put this point as P, fixed point I'll mark it as S, and distance from this point to a fixed line will be PM. So PS upon PM will be equals to a constant which we call as eccentricity, that we have already learned in previous lectures, my dear students. Yes. Screen is blur except you. It's dark. क्या बोल रहे हो? What are you saying, guys? PS upon PM is E, that is a constant. Okay, all right. So now this eccentricity, if it is 1, then it is a parabola, that we have already covered in last lecture. Eccentricity is greater than 1, then this is a hyperbola, that we are going to cover in next lecture. But eccentricity is less than 1, that will going to give you an ellipse, my dear student, ellipse, right? So ellipse has eccentricity less than 1. All right, so this is what we have understood from this. Okay, all right, clear. Now let us talk about the standard equation of ellipse. What is the standard equation of ellipse? Okay, so there are two standard equation of ellipse. First one is this: x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. Here the denominator of x square, that is a square. So a will be greater than b. So this is one of the kind of standard equation, and another kind is here b will be greater than a, right? So the basically if I just try to draw the ellipse, it will be a horizontal ellipse, right? Ellipse will look like this, the egg shaped, but it is a horizontal ellipse, right? And this will be a vertical ellipse. Okay, all right, this is a vertical ellipse. All right, so there are two ellipses. We will understand and study ellipse one by one. One by one we will understand and study the ellipse. Okay, all right. So first of all, let's talk about x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1, where a is greater than b, right? First kind of ellipse, standard ellipse, right? So what we will do is we'll quickly draw it. This is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, and yes, so let me just draw it relatively neatly over here. So yes, this is your horizontal ellipse. Okay, horizontal ellipse. This is your horizontal ellipse. Okay, now ellipse, parabola was having one focus, remember? Ellipse will have two focus. So let me talk about focus of ellipse. First, f1 and f2 being two focus of ellipse. That is first thing. Okay, so first thing is focus. Okay, ma'am. Then second thing is vertex of an ellipse. Okay, and actually before that, now before focus, let me just talk about center. Yeah, center, then vertex, then focus. Yes, so first thing is center. Can anybody tell me the center of the ellipse? Center of this ellipse is this O. This is your y-axis, this is x-axis. Origin will be your center of the ellipse. Second, we will talk about vertex of the ellipse. So vertex of the ellipse is this point is vertex. This is your vertex of the ellipse, right? So vertex is basically you have to see that you have to put in this scenario, in the case of horizontal ellipse, put y is equals to 0 to get the vertex. You put y is equals to 0 to get the vertex. For horizontal ellipse, put y equals to 0. The moment you put y is equals to 0 in the standard equation of the ellipse, tell me x will be plus minus a. So vertex will be 2 minus a comma 0 and plus a comma 0. So this is your vertex, plus minus a comma 0. Third thing will be your focus. So focus of the ellipse will be these 2 points. I am already telling you, F1 and F2. These are the two focus. And F1, first focus will be minus AE comma 0 and second focus will be AE comma 0. So both the focus will be plus minus AE comma 0, my dear students. Okay, alright, clear. Now, can you see that this point, let me mark it as A and B. A and B in this case is vertex, right? What about C and D? Can you just calculate the coordinates of C and D? And by the way, how will you calculate? So, we can clearly see C and D is lying on ellipse and on y-axis, right? So, on y-axis, x is what? 0. So, in this standard equation of ellipse, put x equals to 0. To get C and D, put x equals to 0. Now, the moment you put x equals to 0, this term will be gone, right? This term will be gone. So, the moment you put x equals to 0, you will get y is equals to plus minus b. So, 0 comma b is your C point and 0 comma minus b will be your D point, okay? Gradually, we are calculating each and everything about ellipse. Now, we will talk about the directrix of the ellipse, okay? So let me tell you, directrix of the ellipse, there will be two focus. So obviously there will be two directrix. This will be your first directrix of the ellipse. This will be your second directrix of the ellipse, right? So directrix of the ellipse will be x equals to, now here E is eccentricity, minus AE plus AE. So minus A by E, and this is x equals to plus A by E, right? So directrix will be x is equals to plus minus A by E. This is your equation of directrix. Number 5, on number 5 we have latus rectum, okay? Latus rectum. So the latus rectum, do you remember the definition of latus rectum? Latus rectum is actually a focal chord which is perpendicular to the axis of this ellipse, right? So this will be your latus rectum. So PQ, there will be two latus rectum obviously, PQ and let's say RS. These two are latus rectum, right? How do you calculate the length of latus rectum over here and coordinates also? Chalo, let's do this latus rectum over here. Just tell me that since this is perpendicular, just tell me on this line PQ, F2 lies. F2 is AE comma 0. So on this whole line PQ, x coordinate will be same. So latus rectum mein coordinates of P will be, x coordinate will be AE comma something, right? So what I'm trying to say is this latus rectum, x coordinate on the whole latus rectum will be constant, same everywhere. You mark everywhere. Here also x coordinate is same all over this line. So AE comma something. Now this P point is lying on the ellipse. Yes or no? Yes. Can I satisfy this P point in the equation? Definitely, and get the value of y. So AE square upon A square plus y square by B square is equals to 1. So this is going to be alright. So y square by B square is equals to 1 minus E square, and this will be B square, right? Okay. So AE comma B 1 minus E square. Basically this is 1 minus E square, okay? Latus rectum. Alright. And now one more thing. The formula, so latus rectum, let us come to the latus rectum a little later. Let us keep it here. 6th, eccentricity. Yes, the formula of eccentricity is E square will be equals to 1 minus b square by a square. This is your eccentricity, right? Or you can say that, or there is another formula. 1 minus e square is nothing but b square by a square, right? This is another formula, eccentricity formula, that you have to remember. Formula for eccentricity. Now that you know the formula for eccentricity, now this is going to be b square. 1 minus e square is what? B square by a square. This is your y square, right? So y square is actually b power 4 by a square, and that is going to give you y is b square by a. B square by a, right? Y square is b square by a. So now the point P will have b square by a plus and minus both. So latus rectum, coordinates of latus rectum, if I talk about AE comma plus minus b square by a, and somebody asked me length of latus rectum, it is going to be 2b square by a. Now have a look and let me know whether you are having any doubts in this. Yes, so now let me just summarize everything about the ellipse. So this is your final diagram. You can see this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis. Now this is your focus number 1, AE comma 0, focus number 2, minus AE comma 0. A and B are, or you can say A and A dash are vertex of an ellipse, minus A comma 0 plus A comma 0. These two are clearly directrix of the ellipse, minus A by E plus A by E. Alright, and this is 0 comma B, 0 comma minus B. Right? I guess all the things are pretty obvious from the diagram. Now one by one let us revise everything. Now major axis, two more things we have to understand about major axis and minor axis. See, in this diagram, the longer length AB will be the major axis. Now tell me, what is the length of major axis? So length of major axis will be, see, this is your A and this is your minus A. So length of major axis is 2A. And length of minor axis, this is a smaller axis, length of minor axis will be 2B over here. Okay, so major axis along x-axis, because here in case of A is greater than B, so obviously 2A will be greater than 2B. So 2A is major axis, length of major axis, 2B is length of minor axis. Okay, now somebody calls you, what will be semi-major axis? What will you say, ma'am? A is your semi-major, and semi-minor, it is going to be B. B is your semi-minor axis. Okay. Okay. Now focus is A comma 0 minus A comma 0. Directrix is A by E minus A by B. Eccentricity E is square root of 1 minus B square by A square. Or you can directly write 1 minus E square is equals to B square by A square. Both are same thing, interconvertible. Now latus rectum, x coordinate of latus rectum will be plus minus, okay, x coordinate of latus rectum is plus minus AE, and y coordinate will be B square by A. Length of latus rectum 2B square by A. Now understand, here we know that A is greater than B, that's why it is like this. So basically 2, which one is, let us assume that smaller is denoted by small m and bigger length is denoted by capital M. So if you remember by this, you will be beneficial more, it will avoid confusion. 2m square by capital M. So 2 small m square upon capital M. Okay, so these are the formulas basically that we have learned in this first few minutes. No, these are not pre-recorded videos, beta. But I'm just trying to stick to what we are teaching. Okay, now the second type, second standard parabola, but second type, x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1. Here b will be greater than a. So this is a vertical ellipse, my dear student. Vertical ellipse. This is vertical ellipse, right? Okay. So the diagram will look like this. This is your vertical ellipse. Okay. Again, the center of this ellipse, tell me center of this ellipse is, ma'am, 0, 0. This is 0, 0. Okay. Now, C, and let us mark it as C dash. C, C dash, or B, B dash. B, B dash also can be done. B, B dash. Okay. B, B dash. This is vertex. So, vertex of the ellipse will be what? Tell me. So, vertex of the ellipse in this case you will get if you put x equals to 0 this time. So, for vertex, this time you put x equals to 0. So, the moment you put x equals to 0, you will get y is equals to plus minus b. So, vertex in this case will be 0, plus minus b. Right? And in this case, 0, b and 0, minus b basically. And in this case, tell me about major axis. Who will tell me major axis? So, major axis is the axis which is bigger obviously. So, this is B and this is also B. So, the major axis is 2B in this case. And minor axis is 2A in this case. Okay. Correct. Fifth point. Eccentricity now. See, eccentricity have a general formula. It can be a general formula. E square is equals to 1 minus B square by A square, right? This time A square by B square. So, A square by B square. But now you'll be confused that, ma'am, we don't understand A, B, you are interchanging. So, I have a simple formula for you. E square is equals to 1 minus smaller value square upon bigger value square. Always. In case of ellipse, right? In case of ellipse, you can just remember this universal formula. And now, the latus rectum, length of latus rectum, tell me. So, 2m square by capital M. Just remember this. This time, which one is smaller? A is smaller. 2a square by b. Right? Okay. Clear? Now, we are having focus. Focus, tell me focus, focus. So, focus is 0, plus minus 2be. So, focus will be this and this. So, 0, be and 0, minus be. Right? Seventh, it is going to be directrix. So, directrix will be, these two will be directrix now. Y is equals to minus b by e and y is equals to plus b by e. Are you getting it? Directrix. Y is equals to plus minus b upon e. Right? I guess we are done with everything in this particular thing. Latus rectum, eccentricity, directrix. Okay, yes, we are done. Okay. Alright. Kullamani Gaming, you're asking crash course books. So what you can do is you can just ping me on my Telegram. I'll be answering your queries there. t.me/Namrata 𝐂𝐡𝐞𝐤. Okay. And for rest of you also, you can just join my Telegram and ping me there. It would be better if I will answer your queries there. Okay. Otherwise, if I start telling you about this, then 15-20 minutes will be wasted, and like whole ellipse session, because so many students watch after the live recording ends also. They will be like, okay, I was here to watch ellipse, now ma'am is telling me about some crash course book. I don't want to hear that. Okay, I hope you understand. Latus rectum, so I already told you, fifth point. Who is asking me? Sanjay, latus rectum is what? 2m square by capital M. Sanjay, I'm so sorry. I actually took your mail ID, I was because of last lecture. So Sanjay gave a correct answer for a giveaway question. So do not worry. I will, as soon as I get some time, I will share something with you. Okay, all right. Yes. Now we have studied two ellipses. Horizontal ellipse, vertical ellipse. But did you notice that both the ellipses were having centers at origin only? Yes, both the ellipses were having centers at origin. But now we want an ellipse whose center is h, k and it is not origin. So how will you write? So you just have to understand this is the original or standard ellipse. You just have to, the same thing we did in parabola, just replace x by x minus h and y by y minus k in this equation, and you will get x minus h whole square by a square plus y minus k whole square by b square is equals to 1. Okay. All right. Okay. Likhit, I will reply in Telegram. Do not worry, Likhit. Yes, I have replied you actually. I have written hello. Yes, hello, I have written. Okay. All right. Chalo, let's do some question. Are we question ready? Chalo. Are we question ready? Are we question ready? Draw the following ellipses and mention their foci, latus, rectum, directrix and center. One by one we will solve everything. So this is your ellipse, x square by 3 square plus y square by 2 square equals to 1. So here obviously A is greater than B. So this is horizontal ellipse. First thing. Okay, horizontal ellipse, all formula we have in our mind. Quickly we will do one by one. Okay. So first what they are asking is focus. First focus. Foci. So foci will be what? Plus minus AE comma 0. Value of A is 3. Yes ma'am. Value of B is 2. E, I want E. Is E square will be 1 minus small square upon big square. Remember? So E square will be 1 minus 2 square upon 3 square. 2 square upon 3 square. So this implies E square will be 1 minus 4 by 9. So this implies E square will be 5 by 9. E will be root 5 by 3. Okay. So focus will be plus minus A, which is 3, root 5 by 3 comma 0. Finally what you're going to get is plus minus root 5 comma 0 will be your focus. Okay. All right. Clear. Now second, focus. Fine, focus done. Latus rectum, LR. Length of latus rectum is 2 small m square upon capital M. So in this case, smaller one is B. 2b square by A. So 2 into 2 square by 3. So this is going to be 8 by 3. Okay. Latus rectum is done. Directrix, x equals to plus minus A by E. So this is going to become x equals to plus minus 3 by E. Where is E? Root 5 by 3. So 9 upon root 5 plus minus. Okay, that's what you're getting. Okay. And now finally center. So center of the standard ellipse becomes 0, 0. So we need to draw this ellipse as well. So now you have everything. Now you have everything with you. Focus, latus rectum, directrix, center, eccentricity, everything. So can you draw the ellipse? Definitely. So if you draw the ellipse, it will look like this. Okay. By the way, yes, 3 and 2. So the ellipse you have drawn minus 3, 0, horizontal ellipse 3, 0. Done. Focus you have realized minus root 5, 0 plus root 5, 0. Latus rectum 8 by 3. 8 by 3. 0, 2. 0, 2. Center, origin. Then we have finally directrix. This is how you draw the ellipse. Yes. Okay. Tejaswari, if you are having doubt in that inequality lecture, I understood. You just please go and comment in that. I will reply there. Okay. Yes. All right. Now let us talk about next problem. Next problem is where center is not the origin. Draw the following ellipse and mention their foci, LR, directrix and center. Same question but different ellipse. Okay. First of all, this ellipse is not looking in good form. Let me just make it in good form, okay? So 25x plus 1 whole square plus 9 times y plus 2 whole square equals to 225. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to divide this whole equation by 225 so that I can get 1 on the right hand side. That's how a standard ellipse equation look. Can I do that? Definitely. Okay, so 25 into, this is your 5, right? See, 25, no, this is your 9. Then this is your 25. This is your 1. Okay, fine. So x plus 1 whole square by 3 square plus y plus 2 whole square by 5 square is equals to 1. This is your standard equation of ellipse. Okay. Now, the center of the ellipse. Center of the ellipse. Tell me, So x plus 1 equals to 0 will give you center. So x plus 1 equals to 0 and y plus 2 equals to 0. So first thing, center will be minus 1 comma minus 2. Center will be minus 1 comma minus 2. Okay. Alright. So focus is done. Latus rectum. Okay. Alright. Latus rectum. Now latus rectum. The next thing is latus rectum. LR. Length of latus rectum 2m square by capital M. So this time, see, understand, this time what is happening? Different. Things are different. Okay, this is actually a vertical ellipse because here A is smaller than B. A is 3, B is 5, right? So this is 2a square by B. 2 smaller value ka square by 5. So this is going to be 9 to the 18 by 5. Correct. Okay, perfect. Latus rectum is done. Directrix. Okay, now hold on. Because the center is not origin. Directrix in case of vertical ellipse, you tell me. In case of vertical ellipse, directrix is y equal to plus minus b upon e. Okay. And in this case, this is the ellipse, right? Here x plus 1 is replaced by capital X. Y plus 2 is replaced by capital Y. So your new ellipse will be x square by 3 square plus y square by 5 square is equals to 1. This is a shifted ellipse, by the way. Okay. So capital Y is equals to plus minus B. Capital Y is equals to plus minus B by E. So B is your 5 and what about E? Let us calculate E also, right? So E will be, so E square, let me just write, E square will be equals to 1 minus M square upon capital M square. So this is going to be 1 minus 9 by 25. That is going to be 16 by 25. So E will be equals to 4 by 5, right? So E is 4 by 5. So this is going to be, alright, 25 by 4. So 25 by 4 plus minus capital Y. Now capital Y, you know, capital Y is y plus 2. Can you see capital Y is y plus 2? So y plus 2 is plus 25 by 4 and y plus 2 is minus 25 by 4. You will solve it, both the things, you will get the equation of directrix. Okay. So y is equals to 25 by 4 minus 2 and y is equals to minus 2 minus 25 by 4. So this is the directrix, 2 directrix you will get. Okay. Yes. So yes, I guess center is sorted, latus rectum is sorted, directrix is sorted. Now the next thing which is left is focus. Focus of this vertical ellipse is 0 comma BE plus minus, right? So this is your actually x comma y is equals to 0 comma plus minus b. But in this case, because the center is shifted, so now if you calculate 0 comma b, where is b? B is, ma'am, 5 plus minus 5 e. E is your 4 by 5. So this is going to become what? 0 comma plus minus 4. But this is not the final focus, right? This is actually your capital X is 0 and capital Y is plus minus 4. You want small x and small y. So now if you calculate the focus, it is going to become x equals to minus 1 and y will be equals to plus minus 4 minus 2. So y is 2 or y is minus 6. So minus 1 comma 2 or 2 comma minus 6. These are F1 and F2, right? Yes. So let us just have a look at once. So this is your ellipse. This we have decoded already. Center is minus 1 comma minus 2. Semi-major and semi-minor axis B5, A3. Eccentricity 4 by 5 by using this formula E square is equals to 1 minus M square by capital M square. 4 by 5. Alright. Okay. Perfect. Now, yes. So coordinates of focus I already told you will be 0 comma plus minus BE. So 0 comma plus minus 4 basically. But this is your x plus 1 and y plus 2. Right? X plus 1 and y plus 2. So x plus 1 is 0 and y plus 2 is plus minus 4. So you will get minus 1 comma 2 and minus 1 comma 6 as focus. And yeah, we are done. Okay, all right, clear. I hope that this is clear. Yes, now the another question. Now this question is completely like in the general second degree equation. So first of all, what we need to do is, this is ellipse. We have to convert it in standard form, the perfect square form. Let's do that. So 9x square minus 18x. These two are terms of x, plus 4y square minus 16y. These two are terms of y. Minus 11 equals to 0. Now 9 you can take common, x square minus 2x. From here 4 you can take common, y square minus, okay, hold on, not this. So y square minus 4y, correct? Minus 1 equals to 0. Now make perfect square. 9 x minus 1 whole square minus 1 plus 4 y minus 2 whole square minus 4 minus 1 equals to 0. 9 x minus 1 whole square minus 9 plus 4 y minus 2 whole square minus 16 minus 1 equals to 0. So this is going to become 9x minus 1 whole square plus 4y minus 2 whole square is equals to, now tell me, 26, is it? 9 and 16, so 26. Are we getting 26? Minus 11, sorry, this is minus 11, right? Minus 11, so 36, right? Yes. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to divide this equation by 36. So I am getting x minus 1 whole square by 2 square, because 4 is 2 square, y minus 2 whole square by 3 square is equals to 1. This is your standard equation of ellipse. Are you getting it? How to calculate ellipse equation? Just tell me. Tell me. Okay. So this is what you are getting. Now again, this is a vertical ellipse, right? Vertical ellipse. Yes or no? All right. Now can I write it this way? Capital X square by 4 plus capital Y square by 9 equals to 1. Where capital X is x minus 1, capital Y is y minus 2. Okay. Now the center of this circle, center of this ellipse, tell me. So this is, ma'am, standard ellipse. Standard ellipse has 0, 0 as the center. Okay, so that means capital X is 0 and capital Y is also 0. That means if you make this as 0 and this as 0, you will get 1, 2. 1, 2 will be your center, yes? Okay, that's how you do it. Now, just find everything about this ellipse and then convert it into this. Center is done. Now what about focus? So ma'am, focus for this vertical ellipse is 0, plus minus BE. B over here is 3. Eccentricity, so you can calculate E square is equals to 1 minus smaller square, 4 by 9. 4 by 9. So this is going to be root 5 by 3. Eccentricity, right? Eccentricity will be root 5 by 3. So 0, plus minus 3 root 5 by 3. So this is going to become 0, plus minus root 5. But this is capital X and capital Y. That means x minus 1 is 0 and y minus 2 is plus minus root 5. Correct? So the moment you solve it, you will get the focus. Focus will be 1 in both the cases. 1 and 1, but y will be different. So root 5 plus 2. Basically 2 plus root 5 and 2 minus root 5. This will be your focus. I hope that this is clear. Now what to do, ma'am? What next to calculate? Now you can calculate whatever you want to. Directrix, latus, rectum. So latus, rectum is very easy, na? 2 small square upon, so this is your LR. So this is going to be 8 by 9 is your latus, rectum. And everything you can calculate. Yes? Yes? I hope that this is also clear. Okay, I guess I am hiding your view of ellipse. Now you can just see this. Can you see it now? Okay, I guess now we are ready for a JEE Main question. How many of you are ready for a JEE Main question? Yes, Ashwant. Yes, this is for class 11th. How many of you are ready for JEE Main question? Chalo, let's do a JEE Main question. Equation of a circle passing through foci of this ellipse. Okay. And having center on 0, 3. Okay. So, center of this circle is 0, 3 clearly. So, we can see that center having 0, 3 will have this portion exactly same. So, can you see, can you observe? This is exactly same, only the constant term differs. Okay. So, the circle passing through focus. Can you write focus of this circle? So, focus of this ellipse. This is a horizontal ellipse. Tell me, what is the focus of this ellipse? Focus of horizontal ellipse. Plus minus AE, 0. Here A is 4 and eccentricity will be 1 minus small upon big. Eccentricity will be nothing but 16 minus 9 by 16. 16 minus 9 is 7 by 16. Right. So, E is root 7 by 4. Okay. So, focus will be plus minus, okay, A. A is 4 into root 7 by 4, 0. So, plus minus root 7. So, your circle passes through plus minus root 7, 0. So, any circle which is passing through root 7, 0 will satisfy this root 7, 0. So, you just have to worry about it. Satisfy root 7, 0 in option A and C, whether it is satisfying or not. So, root 7, 0 x will be 7 minus 0 minus 6 into 0 again minus 7. Oh my god, option A is automatically satisfying, directly satisfying. So option A is clear, and if you check, root 7, 0 will not get satisfied by option B, C and D, any of this. Okay. Alright, yes, clear. So JEE Main 2013 question done and dusted. Yes. Right. Now let us talk about some more questions one by one. Find the eccentricity of an ellipse if length of its major axis is equal to its focal length. Okay. Eccentricity of an ellipse if length of the major axis, okay, is equal to its focal length. Now what is focal length? They are actually giving it also. Focal length means distance between foci. Okay. Distance between foci. So what happens is, okay, so if it is, basically this is not a major axis. This is a minor axis. Yeah. There is a correction in the question. Find the eccentricity of an ellipse if length of its minor axis is equal to its focal length. Suppose we have a horizontal ellipse. Okay. Now length of major axis, can you tell me length of, minor axis, length of minor axis. So length of minor axis is 2b is equals to distance between foci. So distance between foci, this is your, so basically in this case, your focus will be what? Tell me. In this case, if I draw this ellipse nicely, this is your ellipse, right? So now length of minor, they are talking about minor axis. So length of minor axis is 2b and distance between focus. So this is minus AE, 0 plus AE, 0. Can you tell me distance between two focus? So that is going to be 2AE. 2 cancel. B is coming out as AE. Or you can say is B square is coming out as A square E square. Right? Now you're looking for eccentricity. Do you remember the formula for eccentricity? In case of horizontal ellipse, eccentricity square is 1 minus B square by A square. Right? Now B square by A square, from here can I write E square? Yes. So E square is equals to 1 minus E square. 2E square is equals to 1. Eccentricity is 1 by root 2. And please do check. Whenever you are calculating eccentricity of any ellipse, eccentricity of any ellipse is less than 1. And here it is coming out as less than 1. That means we are doing something right. Okay. We are doing something right. What happened, Sonia Jiva? Are you not understanding kya? Getting it now? Eccentricity. So basic things we have applied. Now this is your A part. Now next question. If angle between straight lines joining foci to an end of minor axis of an ellipse is 90 degree, find E. Okay, hold on. We have to draw a diagram. Angle between straight lines, okay. So in this case, we have to first of all draw an ellipse. Then only we'll be able to understand that whether angle between straight lines joining focus, this is foci, that means both the foci to an end of minor axis. So this is your minor axis end, this is your both the focus, lines joining focus and end of minor axis forming an angle of 90 degrees. So this is what we are getting, 90 degree. Okay, this is what we are getting, 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree. Now as per the symmetry, if this is 90 degree, can I just mark this as 45, this as 45? Can I do that? If this whole angle is 90 degree, then can I just say that these two angles are equal by symmetry and both the angles are 45 degree. This is also 45, this is also 45 degree. Okay, and also this is origin, right? This is your focus F1, focus F2. This length is AE, this length is also AE, this length is B. This is 45 degree, this is 90 degree, so this is also again 45 degree. That means the triangle which we are seeing on the left or on the right, both the triangles are isosceles triangle, yes? So AE and B are equal. AE is equals to B. Why? Because isosceles triangle. So AE and B are equal. So again, this time also A and B are equal, just like the previous question. You know that E square is 1 minus B square by A square. So you know that from here B by A is nothing as E. So E square is 1 minus E square. So E square will be 1 by 2. So E is coming out as 1 by root 2 again. Okay. E square is coming 1 by root 2 again. This is an English channel, study with Moksh. Hindi mein I cannot tell you. है ना? This is specially for English speaking students. It's not that we don't know Hindi. It's all about that channel intention is English only. Students who are not able to understand Hindi language, this channel is for those only. Okay. NT is preparing the paper only. One question is expected from whole circles. No. Kishore, no, who told you? Whole circles is different. Ellipse, parabola, hyperbola is different. No. But yeah, you can just check out the weightage. You can just pick a previous year paper. You can expect one question from ellipse. Actually, two questions from parabola, ellipse and hyperbola. And from circles, you can expect one question. From straight lines, you can expect 1 to 2 questions. Okay. Alright. Now one more. Find the equation of ellipse whose major axis is x-axis. Okay. So this is actually horizontal ellipse, right? This is a horizontal ellipse. This is the horizontal ellipse. So equation of the ellipse whose major axis is x-axis and length of minor axis is equal to distance between foci and, okay. So length of minor axis is 2b is equal to distance between foci, so minus AE and plus A, distance between foci is 2AE. So basically length of its minor axis is equal to distance between foci. Again we are getting same thing, repeat telecast. B is coming out as AE and E square, same thing. E square is 1 minus B square by A square. If you solve it, you will get E as 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2, correct? Okay. Now, and latus rectum they are saying is 10 units. So, latus rectum to you know, LR is equals to 10. That is going to equal to 2B square by A. Right? 2B square by A. Now, B by A. See, B by A is your E, right? E is what? B by A. So can you just say that 1 by root 2 is B by A, correct? Can I do that in this case? Yes. So 10 is equals to 2B, and B by A is 1 by root 2. So B over here is 5 root 2. B is your 5 root 2. The moment you get your B, just plug in the value over here. 1 by root 2 is equals to 5 root 2 upon A. So A is coming out as 10. Now that you have everything, right? X square by A square plus Y square by B square equals to 1 is your ellipse. So X square by 100 plus Y square by 5 root 2 square is equals to 1 is your equation of ellipse. Voice is not coming, kya? Kishore, voice is not coming? No, voice is coming. Horizontal ellipse, right? This is a horizontal ellipse. This is the... Okay, I guess let me just keep mic more closer. Alright. So this is how it is. Okay. So latus rectum is 10 2b square by A. B is equals to AE, so you can just quickly put B is equals to AE, so that, and E obviously 1 by root 2, because the moment you see B is equals to A, now you must remember, the moment B and AE are equal in any ellipse, you remember eccentricity is 1 by root 2. We have done 3 questions back to back with this relation only. Chalo. Now JEE Main 2019, ready or not, in the chat box. Numerical type question, JEE Main 2019. In an ellipse with center at origin, if the difference of the length of major axis and minor axis is 10, okay, that means either they are saying we don't know that whether it is vertical or vertical ellipse or horizontal ellipse. So either major is bigger or minor is bigger, we don't know. So 2a minus 2b is 10 or 2b minus 2a, that we need to check. So let us hold on. Let's read ahead. And one of the foci is at this. Okay, now we can see focus is lying on the y-axis. When focus lie on y-axis, this implies it is an vertical ellipse. So vertical ellipse may obviously the major axis is 2b. So vertical ellipse may major axis is 2b minus 2a is given as 10. B minus a is 10, right? And focus, tell me focus 0 comma plus minus BE, right? So BE is what they are saying is 5 root 3, right? And BE, so E, you know the value of E, right? Or you can square it. Let's do one thing, square both the sides. Oops, I have erased all the ink. I need to draw again. Vertical ellipse, 2b minus 2a is 10, b minus a is 5, perfect. And now the focus is lying on y-axis. That means it is a vertical ellipse. Okay. Focus is 0 comma plus minus BE. So BE over here will be 5 root 3. So B square E square will be 25 into 3. So B square, E square 1 minus B square, sorry, 1 minus A square by B square. Because this is a vertical ellipse, right? A square by B square. And this is your 25 into 3, 75. So yes, B square minus A square is 75 if you multiply. Okay. So now this will give you actually B plus A, and B minus A is 75. Now B minus A is 5, right? So B plus A into 5 is 75. From here A plus B you will get as 15. So basically what I am trying to say is B plus A is 15. B minus A is 5. Can you just calculate B and A right away? 2B is 20. B is 10. B is 10, right? So B is 10. Now that B is 10, A will be your 5. Length of latus rectum. So in this case, length of latus rectum will be, just tell me, 2 small square upon capital M. So 2 small square into 5 square upon 10. So this is going to give you 5. 5 is your latus rectum. Yes? Yes, 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 yes. 5 is your latus rectum. Alright, clear? Perfect. Alright, now let us talk about the next question which was asked in IIT JEE 2012. This is that old, okay? So the ellipse is given to us. This is a horizontal ellipse. Okay. And the ellipse is inscribed in a rectangle R whose sides are parallel to coordinate axis. And another ellipse E2. Acha, okay. So basically what they are saying is that this ellipse is inscribed in a rectangle. So let me draw it. Let us draw it, okay? This is a horizontal ellipse. So this is your ellipse, right? And this is inscribed in a rectangle. That's what they are saying. Oops. Hold on. Not like this. Yes. It is touching. Okay. Better. This is, oh no. No. Touching, right? Okay. So now the points. In this case, you just tell me this is 3, 0. This is minus 3, 0. This is 0, 4. This is 4, 0. Can you just tell me 0, 4, 0, minus 4? Can you just tell me one thing, that this vertex of rectangle, can you just tell me? So this vertex of rectangle calculation is very easy. This is 3, 0, so this will 3, something. And this is 3, 4 only basically. Because this length is, this distance is, this is origin, this distance is 3, this distance is 4, right? So, sorry, this is 2 actually, not 4, 2. Yes, 2. So this is your 2, 0, 2. And this is 3, 2. That means this rectangle is passing through 3, 2. Okay. Now, so ellipse E1 is inscribed. That means it is internally drawn inside the rectangle R, whose sides are parallel to coordinate axis. Another E2 passing through the point 0, 4. Okay. Now there is another ellipse in the picture, my dear students, which is passing through 0, 4. So the another ellipse will look like this. It will pass through here and circumscribes the rectangle R. That means this ellipse will look like this. See, ellipse will circumscribe, although it is looking like a circle only, but no, it is a rectangle. It is an ellipse. This is the red color is an E2 ellipse. Okay. Alright. Now we are looking for eccentricity of the E2. Okay. And this is passing through 0, 4. So clearly this ellipse passes through 2 points. Can you see? This ellipse is passing through 0, 4 and 3, 2 as well. Right? So my ellipse is passing through. So my ellipse, x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1. Passing through 2 points. First of all 0, 4 and second of all 3, 2. So I just need to one by one satisfy it. Let's do that. Let's satisfy it. So 0, 4, the moment I satisfy, na, 0, 4. Okay. So let us satisfy 0, 4. So 0, 4, if I satisfy, I will get 0 plus y square by, y is actually 4 square. 4 square by b square equals to 1. So b is coming out as 4. Now 3, 2. Now your ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by 4 square equals to 1. Now put 3, 2. So to get the value of a, right? So this is 9 by a square plus 2 square 4 by 16 equals to 1. So 9 by a square is equals to, this is 4, 4. So 3 by 4, this is 3. So a square is 4 by 3. Okay. So a square is 4 by 3 and b square is clearly 4. Right. Sorry, this is 4 3s are 12. Okay. A square is 12 actually. A square is 12 and b square is 4. B square is 16. So b square is 16. A square is 4. Your eccentricity will be 1 minus smaller by bigger. So this is going to be 3 by 4. So root 3 by 2, option B is absolutely right. Okay. B is 4. So B square is 16. So 4, where is eccentricity? Sorry, A square is 12. What am I doing? A square is 12. 12. Yes, now it's fine. 1 minus 12 by 16, right? 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16. E square is 1 by 4. E is 1 by 2 then, right? What is E? E is 1 by 2. Yes, E is 1 by 2. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it is live, my dear students. Alright, so this is how it is done. Let me just show you what did we do. Let us just, so now this was a rectangle, right? This was an ellipse. Ellipse was given to us. So ellipse was, if we just go back to the ellipse, 9 and 4, that means 3 and 2. So this is your 3, 0 and this is your 0, 2. So that's why this rectangle passes through 3, 2, and since the rectangle passes through 3, 2, your ellipse, bigger ellipse will also pass through 3, 2. So now your ellipse passed through 2 points, 3, 2 and 0, 4. You have to do nothing. Just satisfy 0, 4 in this. The moment you satisfy 0, 4, you will get b square is 16. Now you satisfy 3, 2 in this. The moment you satisfy 3, 2, you will get a square is 12. Now eccentricity is nothing but this is a vertical ellipse. 1 minus a square by b square. So that is 12 by 6. The moment you solve it, you will get 1 by 2 as the eccentricity. Okay. Alright. Clear? Any doubts? Any confusion? Let me know. Okay. Now some general formulas I would like you to know about. So eccentricity for any ellipse, it will hold true. Eccentricity is 1 minus small, that is small m upon capital M square. Small m is semi-minor axis. So minor axis is supposed to be, so minor here will be b only. So b square by a square. Okay, so it will hold for any ellipse. Then latus rectum, I already told you 2 small m square upon capital M. It will hold for any axis. Now distance between foci is what? Tell me. 2AE. So or 2BE. 2AE when 2A is the major axis, 2BE when 2B is the major axis. So basically major axis into eccentricity will be distance between foci. Distance between directrix will be 2A by E or 2B by E depending upon that. So again, major axis upon eccentricity is your distance between directrix. So this you can remember, learn for any ellipse. Okay, any ellipse you can do. Alright, chalo, let's do one question. Are we a question ready? Are we question ready? Find the equation of an ellipse whose focus is minus 1, 1. Okay. So focus is minus 1, 1. That is a fixed point. Eccentricity also they are giving and directrix is also they are giving. So here we need to understand that apply the basics of conic will be applicable. Basics of conic definition says PS upon PM is equals to eccentricity. Right? PS, where S is the fixed point, M is the directrix basically. PS is basically PS. Distance of fixed, basically moving point X, Y from focus. PM is distance of x comma y from directrix. Okay. So here in this case, distance between x comma y and -1 comma 1. In this case, this is distance between x comma y and the directrix which is given to us. Correct? So let us apply that. Okay, ma'am. So distance between this is x minus, okay, x plus 1 ka whole square plus y minus 1 ka whole square. Right? So what we are going to do is PS square is equals to E square PM square. So PS square is done because we don't want root. E square is 0.5 square, so 1 by 2 square. PM square, distance between x comma y and this. So that is going to give you x minus y plus 3 upon root 2 whole square. So this is your equation of ellipse. This is how you get equation of ellipse. Okay. So this is PS square, this is E square PM square. Are you getting it? Tell me. Are you getting it? If you solve it, let us solve it. X plus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square equals to 1 upon 4 x minus y plus 3 upon 2. This is whole square. So this is x square plus 2x plus 1 plus y square plus 1 minus 2x is equals to, it will be 8 x square plus y square minus 2xy minus 6y plus 6x plus 9. Okay. So this is, if you solve it, 7x square plus 7y square. Okay. Plus 2xy plus 10x minus 10y plus 7 equals to 0. This is the equation of ellipse. Right? Okay, equation of ellipse. Now what are they trying us to calculate? Major and minor axis is something which they want. Major and minor. Okay. So understand, we have directrix. Okay. See, for an ellipse, what do we have? We have focus and we have directrix. Right? Focus is 1 comma minus 1. Directrix equation is x minus y plus 3 equals to 0. Okay. So understand what I'm trying to say is. So now generally directrix is what? Tell me, ma'am. Generally directrix is x equals to a by e and focus is ae. Right? So distance between focus and directrix, just tell me. So ma'am, distance between focus and directrix is going to be a by e minus ae mod. And this is going to give you distance between this point and this line. Can I just calculate this distance? Definitely. So this is going to be 1 plus 1. Hold on. This is minus 1 comma 1, right? Minus 1 comma plus 1. So minus 1, then plus 1. Sorry, one more minus 1. Yeah. Minus 1 plus 3 by root 2. So this is going to be 1 by root 2. This is 1 by root 2. Okay. This is your a by e minus ae. So a by e half minus ae is equals to 1 by root 2. Okay. A I can take common. This is going to be 2 minus half is equals to 1 by root 2. 2 2s are 4. 3 by 2 is equals to 1 by root 2a. So a is going to be 2 by 3 root 2. This is your a. Okay. And now that we have one more relation, by the way, e square is equals to 1 minus b square by a square. E is 1 by 2, so 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is equals to 1 minus b square by a square. So b square by a square is 3 by 4. Okay. So b square is 3 by 4. 4 by 9 into 2. Okay. So this is 4 gone. 3. So b square is 1 by 6. B is 1 by root 6. So now that you have got A and B both, they are looking for what? Latus rectum. So 2 by, and obviously if you just rationalize this also, no, it will be root 2 by 3. Okay, okay. So root A is root 2 by 3. B is your 1 by root 6. So 2b square by A is your latus rectum. Okay, 3 2s are 2 to cancel. Latus rectum is coming out as 1 by root 2. This is your calculation. Okay. All right. Voice low hai kya? Is voice very low? What is happening to the voice? Voice low, ma'am. Ma'am, what is pi AB square units? This is the area of ellipse only. Yatra Pranav. And road series better or crash course? Beta, both are very different. Both are very different. See, crash course is crash. And road series is having, 6 hour long one shot. So there is a difference here. We'll be teaching you in fast paced manner. Will be like, it's completely different. Basically the pace, the momentum is also different, and we'll be focusing on important topics so that you can score maximum. Okay, all right. So now we are talking about parametric form of equation of an ellipse. Okay, let's talk about parametric form of equation of an ellipse. Okay, so parametric form, how will you, first of all, what we will do is, suppose this is an ellipse, right? This is your ellipse. And now you are having, considering major axis as diameter, what I'm going to do is, I am going to draw a circle. Yes. Considering major axis as diameter of the ellipse, I will draw a circle. Now this circle is nothing but an auxiliary circle. Auxiliary circle. Okay, this circle is an auxiliary circle. Perfect. Now if I take a point P on this auxiliary circle and a draw perpendicular to the axis, x-axis, corresponding to P, P dash will be point on, P dash will be a point on ellipse, right? Now if I talk about point P, and if I join this from this, now do you remember parametric form of circle? A cos theta, comma A sin theta. Corresponding to that, P dash coordinates will be A cos theta, comma, now the ellipse equation comes into the picture, a square, x square by a square, y square by b square equals to 1. Can I put A cos theta in this? Definitely. The moment you put A cos theta in place of x, you will get y as b sin theta. So now the parametric coordinates of an ellipse will be A cos theta, comma b sin theta, as you can see. Parametric form is A cos theta, b sin theta. The moment you plug in this ellipse, it will satisfy. So this is a parametric form. So now this point is lying on, A cos theta is sin theta is lying on the auxiliary circle, right? And point P is actually lying on the ellipse. So on circle it is A cos theta, A sin theta. On ellipse it is A cos theta, B sin theta. That's the difference, okay? Now theta is actually formed by joining origin or center with point on the auxiliary circle, imaginary circle, which is not existing. We have drawn it, okay? So theta is, remember, theta is not this. Some people will say, okay, theta is this. No, theta is not this. Theta is something else, okay? So this is how it is. This is auxiliary circles. An auxiliary circle has equation x square plus y square is equals to a, because we are assuming that this major axis is becoming a diameter. So this is how your parametric coordinates will look like, okay? All right. Yes. Perfect. Now let us talk about focal chords and focal distances. Let's do one thing. Let's just wind up the session right now, and let's do one thing. Let's combine the session ellipse and hyperbola in the next lecture. What do you think? Ellipse and hyperbola together in one lecture, single lecture, okay? Yes. So after this, after ellipse, we will take the session in the next session, the combined section of ellipse and hyperbola. Can we do that? Yes, yes, yes. Yes. All right, ellipse and hyperbola together. Okay, so today we have done the basics of ellipse. Okay. Krutik Pranav, after long days. Yes, yes. You guys, you were not there in parabola session. When are you going to teach probability? Yes, probability will be there super soon. First of all, I'm planning to take vector and 3D geometry, because this is a high weightage topic, vector and 3D geometry. What do you say? Next week, I'm planning to take vectors and 3D geometry. Okay. All right, I guess. So we will be actually winding up today's session now, and we'll be covering the whole ellipse and hyperbola in the next session. And also, you guys are talking about crash course, asking so many questions about crash course. So this is your crash course, JEE Main crash course in English, pure English, and it is taken by Shreyas sir, me, Pahul sir, and one more sir you can see over here. He will help us out in physics. Amazing credentials he's also having. So yes, you can just click on the link which is given in the description box, and now you can just view course plans. In here you can see that you can just buy Crash Pro Plus. This is valid for 6 months. If you are sure about JEE Advanced, you can just go ahead and buy it. And by the way, what is the extra feature of this Crash Pro Plus? Because I am seeing that a lot of you have already bought this Crash Pro Plus, because you guys are understanding the importance of mentorship, right? So mentorship will be there, value adds may. You can see mentorship will be available only in Crash Pro Plus, right? So you can just opt for this. So personal mentorship, personal teacher will be assigned to you, personal academic mentor. But if you see that no, this is not something which I can afford, or right now I'm not in a state of mind that I can spend a lot of money, so you can just go for Crash Pro or Crash Prime. So Crash Pro there will not be a personal teacher, but we will deliver the study material. See, printed study material will be delivered to your home. Physical Crash JEE books, okay? And personal mentorship will not be there in this Crash Pro. So the cost of books will be added over here. But in Crash Prime, you will not get any personal mentorship. You will not get any added teachers, nor any printed material will be delivered to you. But all the soft copy things of everything will be there with you, because soft copy we can give you just like that. So that's why if you're planning for this, 3499, and this price it is at 30% off right now. 2-3 days later, maybe the price will not be the same. You might have to pay 5,000 for the same course. So that's why I feel that you should enroll it right away. And Telegram group access will be there. Teacher notes soft copy will be there. Recordings will be available for you. DPPs will be available for you. Unlimited access of ebooks and videos will be there for you. Or price are subject to change, and you know that prices are going to change. So yes, and the code is already applicable. Just click on it, and you can see the teachers also over here who will be teaching you, guiding you. You can see the schedule. You can just see that it is evening only. Evenings will be there. Mostly it will be after 6:30, so that you can manage with school as well. And yes, you can just buy full course. You can click here and you can buy it. Okay. All right. Yes. Hi Sachin Mandlik. I was in Vedantu only since long time. Okay. Chalo. I guess I'll be winding up today's session, and I'll be taking the combined session of